All right, step 2. We're ready to season him. My first layer that goes on my turkey is adobo. So, gonna put a light dusting of adobo. Put it down in the cavity. Down in the cavity. Still seeing one feather there. He just doesn't want to get away, huh? So I'm holding him up. He's heavy. Take your time. A very light dusting. There we go. Very light dusting. Very light dusting. My dear, give him a nice dusting. Very light dusting. All right. I want every inch of my turkey to have adobo, so I'm going to hold him like this, turn him over, and make sure. There we go. Adobo, as you can see, is all over everything. Now I'm going to start with this side to add my sazon Goya. And so, I'm going to give him some color now, and this is why I have the gloves on. It's not going to be a white baby anymore. He's going to have some color. All right. There we go. Hello. No more white going on here. And hold him like this. Very carefully. Bring him up. Give those things a little color. And here we go. Ready for the rest of the seasoning. All right, so it's 3 total. Take my time. Sometimes it could be 2, but I usually use 3. And let's see. Okay, hey, if 2 does the job, 2 it would be, but I had 3 ready to go. I guess he's one to absorb that color. Looks like he just got a suntan. Ain't that nice? Okay. Well, yeah, I think I want to give him one more coating. One more coating. Make sure that color is absorbed. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, remember, you're rubbing it in like you're giving it a nice rub down at this point. And no need to get too much of that down in it. The inside doesn't need a color, but there he is. All right. All right now, guys, pay attention. I'm about to remove my right glove, and I'm going to start with fenugreek. So I'm taking a very liberal teaspoon of fenugreek. A little bit goes, just a little dash goes down inside like this. Liberal fenugreek. There we go. And with the left hand, I'm rubbing it in. Tap, tap. Next one is onion powder. But guess what? The onion powder appears to be just not much left. So I'm going to pick this up like this. Again, this is your girl who doesn't measure too much. And I'm going to put it on there and rub him in. Yeah, not too much. It's a good flavor to have lots of onion go down in your bird. All right, back to my spoon. Another liberal of chili powder. Yep, he's getting some chili powder. Yes, ma'am. There he comes. All right, don't worry about the underside. We're going to give that a light dusting in just a second. Next, I'm going in with some cumin. Don't be talking about my turkey. There we go. All right. So now, after I do the cumin, I'm going in with some garlic powder. All right. This is the one I didn't open, so let's open it right now. Have everything open, ready to go. And we're going in with some garlic powder. Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to turn him over So I can get that little bit, like I said, just a little bit on the opposite side. Doesn't need much. He's going to be sitting on his back for quite a while in the oven, but I want to give this a little color. All right, so I'm going to go in with the chili powder. Gonna give him a little bit of fenugreek. Gonna give him a little bit of cumin. So now this part is getting a nice pat down. All right, now I'm turning it back over. Yeah, and it could be a little tedious sometimes when you keep working it with the gloves, but it's okay. All right. Did you see how he's draining water? It's from that olive thing from the inside. It's still defrosted. It's good to have a bowl where you could turn that out. All right, let's continue in order. We're going to put in some chicken marsala. And I'm so inclined to just throw it on there, but because I'm trying to help you see how I do it, I'm going to put it on with a teaspoon. Again, teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Teaspoon, not a tablespoon. Now I'm going in with my favorite chicken spice other than chicken marsala, and that is sage. Make sure that a little bit of that gets in the inside. All right, so here we go with some sage. Okay, my friend, I want to sit you up just a little bit more. Grabbing him by the wings. Yeah. I'm going to sit him up just a little bit more. Sit up at attention. When I tell you 19.5 pounds is a lot of weight, it's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. All right. Okay, and last very dry spice is going to be some clove. See that's clove? Not too liberal with the clove. Okay, not too much. Even leave back some, maybe a half a teaspoon of the cloves, okay? Again, I don't usually measure like this. I'm doing it because I'm, recording for you. I just usually throw it on there with the container. All right, gonna give my neck some adobo. Now let me explain to you something. This is gonna go down in a turkey, so he's gonna absorb all of these spices in just a second. I'll put it down when I'm done. But that's the last of the dried stuff like this. Now we're gonna go in with the actual flakes. So it's now time for some parsley. Dried parsley. It's now time for a little bit of dried coriander. Yes, ma'am. And now I'm coming in with some circle pepper. I'm sorry, guys. If you notice, I stopped with the measuring because this is how I do it. I usually shake it out like that. And then I'm hitting it with just a little bit of basil, like this. Okay. So how is this going to stick to the bird? I'm glad you asked. A little bit of olive oil, okay? Excuse me that the olive oil was not out. But this is where I'm going to put just a little bit. I'm just going to drizzle it just a little bit like this. Put my glove on because I'm going to work it in. You see that? And this is how Coralie seasons her turkey for Thanksgiving. And yes, you may think it's a bit much, but I think it's just enough. Remember what I told you was going to happen to these. They're going to go down inside. So they're going to get some of that season that went down in it. It's going to be fine. And again, they're all going down. All I put was adobo because they're going to get some of that seasoning and all the love. Now I'm locking back in his legs like so. I'm going to put him in a double bag and get him ready for cooking. Coralie's seasoned turkey. Almost looks cooked, doesn't it? Yum, yum.